My goal here is simple. Funner for everyone.
Hey, Jane, you having fun?
Woo!
Is that legal?
Because around here, funner is a state of mind.
What is going on, Laker fans? Thank you very much for tuning in. A little Lakers Talk Daily on this Monday morning. Kind of recapping a little bit what happened over the weekend, specifically what happened yesterday. LeBron James is back. How important that's going to be the rest of the way, and only 7 games left. Before we get started, Harris Resort SoCal, proud partner here of Lakers Talk. Find your funner state of mind with a visit to Harris Resort SoCal, voted best resort in funner California. From dining to unwinding, you'll find fun around every corner. Learn more at harrissocal.com. That's harrissocal.com. Great partner. We appreciate what they're doing here with us on Lakers Talk Daily. If the first time you've been on the channel, please do me a favor, subscribe on ESPN LA. We're always going to put out content. We're live streaming a lot of our shows, so we greatly appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel here. Okay, so yesterday, Lakers and the Bulls. Man, I did not see this one coming. I thought after the Lakers took care of their work on Friday, a big game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, I thought they'd just be more prepared for the Chicago Bulls. Kind of understand that the Bulls they're desperate too. I mean, you go look at those NBA standings, the Chicago Bulls, who've won 7 of their last 9 games, are half a game from the number 8 spot. They're half a game from the number 9 spot. So you got all these teams fighting for 8, 9, and 10. They're all 37 and 38 or 36 and 38. So they got a lot to play for. And I think that was one of the things we were talking about. As much as we sit here and we look at the Lakers and say, Lakers are desperate. It's must win. It's this, that. A lot of the teams they're facing are also in a similar position or similar situation, why they're either in their own conference or they're fighting for seeding in the West or whatever the case is. So was not a fan of how that game started, was not a fan of, the Chicago Bulls taking complete advantage of what I thought was a lackluster performance. Is that a good way to put it? Not enough defense from the Lakers, and I know people are going to complain and say, yeah, but the Chicago Bulls, this is the narrative that I heard a lot yesterday. The Chicago Bulls shot really, really well from the field. Okay, sounds good. Lakers missed 9 free throws, shot 19 of 28. Took 28 free throws to 13. You usually win games when you have that much of a disparity. Lakers didn't take advantage of that. They had twice as many turnovers as the Chicago Bulls, 18-9. So the Lakers just playing sloppy basketball. And this one hurts in the standings. Lakers fall back to number 9 again. The Pelicans now have a half-game lead on them. Minnesota gained a little bit of ground. Now, it doesn't mean that, the Lakers are out of it. No, I think they're going to make the play-in tournament. But I think you're starting to look at the positioning of the play-in tournament, and really what you're looking at, what you're paying most attention to is, are you going to be that 7-8 spot? Are you going to be in that 9-10 spot? That's a big, big difference. Now, they still got a chance. 5 and 6 are close enough. The Warriors lost yesterday to Minnesota, so the Warriors 39 and 37. Lakers a game and a half behind them. They do have the tiebreaker on the Minnesota Timberwolves, so keep that one in mind. Or on the Golden State Warriors, keep that one in mind. Only 7 games left, Laker fans. So for me, I think that I'm most curious about is now that LeBron James is back, who ended up with, Bron did what LeBron does, had 19 points. I don't even think, I'm trying to look here, how many shots did he end up taking? Yeah, Bron came off the bench, by the way, which is odd in itself. 6 of 11 from the field, got to the free throw line 8 times, 19 points and 8 rebounds. The biggest question now is, okay, Bron is back. How do you mesh everybody in? D'Angelo's still out, so they're waiting to get D'Lo back. He's missed 2 games. That kind of came out of nowhere. How do you mesh everybody back? And in these final 7 games, you have enough time to accomplish 2 things. Number 1, win games, because that's the only way you're going to get into this play-in tournament or in the playoffs is by winning games. And number 2, can you be playing good basketball by the time you get to the end here? And I think both of those questions are still in question. I don't have the answer for you. I think the Lakers will make the play-in tournament. I think that's going to happen. But how dangerous can they be? What kind of team will they look like by the time they get there? There's some teams right now in the West that are starting to play some good ball and are starting to get healthy. Minnesota has Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards. They're both back. So they've won a few games in a row. Lakers got them on Friday. You can only imagine how big of a game that's going to be for Minnesota in Minnesota. That's a big one right there. So you could just imagine the hype behind that game. And they're starting to play some good basketball. the Pelicans, I want to say since that loss to the Lakers, I don't know if they've won all of them, but they've won 4 games in a row, and they're starting to play some good ball. And let's see, I think they're not going to get them back soon, but I know Jose Alvarado and Zion Williamson, they're going to get reevaluated here pretty soon. And they might be closer to coming back on the floor. The Lakers are a little lucky that the Dallas Mavericks are completely reeling. Lost 2 games to the Charlotte Hornets. Who would have thought that was going to happen? They've lost 4 games in a row. So they're getting a little fortunate that there's at least a couple teams that are going the other way. Utah's going the other way. Portland's going the other way. Dallas is going the other way. That I still feel good Lakers will be one of those top 10 teams, but where they'll be when the dust settles is going to be critical. I got Lakers talk later tonight. Looking forward to spend some time, a full hour there talking Lakers basketball. Take a lot of your guys' call. We're doing some cool trivia tonight as well. We got these awesome packages from Harris Resort SoCal that we're going to be giving away. So make sure you tune in 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. We'll do that show live. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being a part of the show, LA.